In the Interreg Northwest Europe Project ASPECT, a consortium of 14 partners work to address the production issues that limit the productivity of large European factories working with metal forming processes. In these processes, friction and lubrication play a key role in reducing defects to achieve high-quality products.
The heating up of the tools at the start of the production can influence the tribological conditions substantially, and to ensure process stability, it's therefore essential to accurately understand and subsequently model these transient effects in sheet metal forming simulations.
In ASPECT, top research institutes and leading software companies developed a numerical method to predict the temperature-dependent friction effects during sheet metal forming. This game-changing innovation has been applied in 2 industrial processes for automotive and consumer goods production.
In ASPECT, we developed a multi-scale friction model for sheet metal forming applications. The model accounts for the major micromechanical phenomena occurring at the interface of tool and sheet metal, specifically for local tool temperature variations. We have shown how temperature can alter material and lubricant properties and therefore local friction coefficient, which ultimately can impact the product quality.
The question is, are the advanced computer simulations the complete answer? Do they truly capture the industrial reality?
Also ein gewisses Maß an Experimenten wird meiner Meinung nach immer nötig sein. Klar ist, man will viel modellieren, das tun wir auch im ASPECT-Projekt, dass wir Modelle entwickeln, um experimentellen Aufwand zu minimieren und zu reduzieren. Aber all diese entwickelten Modelle müssen am Ende auch experimentell verifiziert und validiert werden. Und das ist uns auch in ASPECT gelungen. Es wurden eine Menge an sogenannten Libraries oder Modell-Libraries entwickelt und diese wurden mit unseren Experimenten entsprechend validiert. Jetzt bilden diese Bibliotheken wirklich einen weiten Produktionsbereich gut ab und für den Enduser heißt es in Zukunft, wenn er diese Libraries benutzt, dass er dann natürlich mit einem völlig minimierten experimentellen Aufwand das tun kann.
Are there the current experimental methods sufficient to complement the input to the physics-based models?
When you want to use a lab-scale test as the input for mathematical models, it should correlate with the real world. During the project we discovered that when you use an oversimplified lab test, you cannot replicate the real deformation process. And by understanding the actual mechanism, it was possible to develop a new lab method that accurately predicts the behavior during sheet forming. And this will allow end users and lubricant manufacturers to save time and costs.
The numerical method to predict temperature-induced effects on the product quality, together with the automated control system to compensate for these effects, have been demonstrated in ASPECT for the consumer goods and the automotive sectors. The next step is to transfer this knowledge to other processes within and beyond these sectors.
De kennis die we binnen ASPECT opbouwen is zeker relevant voor andere processen binnen Philips. Als wij een proces ontwerpen, dan kijken we of dat proces last heeft van opstarteffecten en dus temperatuurseffecten. Dat kunnen we checken met de kennis uit ASPECT. Als dat inderdaad zo is, dan kunnen we die kennis gebruiken en ook het controlesysteem wat we binnen ASPECT hebben ontwikkeld, kunnen we ook gebruiken op dergelijke processen om daarmee de kwaliteit tijdens opstart te waarborgen.
With the critical knowledge gap now filled, the challenge is to communicate and transfer the solutions to all potential end users.
Also hierfür haben wir im ASPECT-Projekt hier in Darmstadt eine öffentliche Demonstrationslinie aufgebaut und entwickelt. Und diese Demonstrationslinie bildet sozusagen die 4 wesentlichen technischen Bereiche aus dem ASPECT-Projekt ab. Das ist experimenteller Reibversuch, das ist die Reibsimulation, die Reibmodellierung, aber auch die Verifikation und Validierung anhand von einem Umformdemonstrator, der hier als beheiztes Werkzeug aufgebaut und entwickelt wurde. Und mit Hilfe dieser Demonstrationslinie gelingt es uns nun, die wesentlichen Projektergebnisse in Form von Praxisseminaren den Leuten näher zu bringen. Und das betrifft sowohl Studenten als auch Industrievertreter. Ziel ist es natürlich, möglichst viele Industrievertreter hier an die Universität zu bekommen und ihnen diese Projektergebnisse vorstellen zu können.
But how is the prediction linked with the control during the process?
We developed adaptive control systems that use input from numerical models to adjust the forces applied on the metal sheets and thus compensate friction changes and other parameters. to keep the process within the desired process window. 5 years of research were required to come up with a reliable system like this that can correct the process within fractions of a second.
The impact of ASPECT is not only limited to end users. Companies from the entire value chain of sheet metal forming are benefiting from these results, such as the steel producer Tata Steel.
In ASPECT, we gained valuable insight into the tribological behavior of our materials, and that enables us to do better customer support and in the long run even develop better products with better coatings.
And of course, we cannot discuss about tribology without considering lubricants.
Lubricants are necessary in small quantities for forming and cutting. They can help to control the friction and temperature during the process. In ASPECT, we developed a new lubricant for forming high alloy steel. This offers stable friction and wear properties with rising tool temperature in the process. And this is according to the main goal, process stability.
By fostering collaboration between universities and industry, ASPECT has enabled a major step forward towards understanding and controlling the complex phenomena that influence the outcome of metal forming processes. By addressing the root cause of the technical failures causing production shutdown, ASPECT has enhanced the productivity of the considered processes by 35%, reduced maintenance costs by 23%, and saved about €40 million a year in the automotive and consumer goods sectors in Europe.